good, y'all? Listen, look, I'm mad I even gotta say this.
Why are we acting like this is not egregious?
Get your fucking pro-black.
There's nothing wrong with hate. You've got to hate some things with a passion. And destruction, they must dislike and hate with a passion.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl ZZ back with another video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notifications bell, get us on a thumbs up, share this mug, all that. And make sure to follow me on the gram. My bad, I don't know which way it is. On the gram and on X, all right? Today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a Miss Michaela Montgomery. Now, she actually went viral a little while ago, not that long ago, but for being in the Chick-fil-A with Trump. He visited Chick-fil-A with a lot of black people working in it, and she took a picture with him. They went viral. And so, yeah, I guess he just invited her up here to speak because she's kind of been popular ever since.
A few days ago, President Trump said he didn't know Vice President Harris was a black woman. I'm trying to figure out what all the outrage is about because she's only black when it's time to get elected. Did I lie?
No, baby, you did not lie. But for real, they is. And I don't know why I keep saying black people. Y'all, please stop trying to put black on this lady. I don't know why. I'm not going to say I do know why. I do know why. That's a side effect of white supremacy. But please, y'all, we have got to stop trying to put blackness on anybody who fake claims it or that we just want to be black. Baby, she's not a black woman. I don't give a damn. I seen a post that said, oh, she went to an HBCU. So, yeah, she's a black woman. She was indulged in black American experience for 4+ years. She understands the culture. Baby, do you know Rachel Dolezal went to an HBCU too? Do that make her a black woman as well? Hell no. That woman is Indian. She's a brown lady. She is not a black woman. Please miss me with her father. Her father is from Jamaica. Nigga, there's Asian Jamaicans. Please miss me. Black people get it together. Jesus Christ.
The same black people who are mad at Trump for being confused about her race, ethnicity, nationality, whatever, are seemingly forgetting that while you're touting her as a savior for black people, she identifies as an Asian woman. She chose her side and it wasn't ours. When asked if she would ever do anything specifically for black people, she said no. Whereas Trump gave us the Platinum Plan, which specifically uplifted the black community by increasing capital by almost $500 billion, creating 500,000 new black businesses, and would give black churches the ability to fight for federal resources for their communities.
Now, although she makes a point, I'm unimpressed, right? That nigga Trump ain't for reparations. That's all I give a damn about. That's all. You ain't talking reparations. I'm not about to sit here and applaud you for a damn thing. I'm sorry. We are owed more than just some little, little handouts. I mean, some little, scraps here and there, baby. Where's our reparations? That's all we need to be talking about from this point forward. That's all we should have been talking about, to be honest. So yeah, that little plan bullshit. I mean, whatever. It's more than what Kamala was trying to do. She literally ain't doing a damn thing or ain't done a damn thing. So yeah, it might be a little more, but baby, I mean, I'm not about to sit here and get and praise Trump for that, baby. Please.
And why are we acting like strong borders aren't a thing literally everywhere else in the world? Since when has being patriotic been a crime? See, a few weeks ago at the debate, Trump mentioned black jobs. And a lot of people got in an uproar as if they didn't know what he meant. Well, we go to the polls and cast our black vote. We go to the stores and spend our black dollar. We live in our black community, but for whatever reason, we draw the line at a black job.
Yeah, it kind of blew me seeing so many people, and that was really some leftist propaganda. A lot of Democratic shields was trying to push this narrative, like, oh, it was a black job, that was racist. What does he mean by black jobs? They're trying to replace black jobs. He actually clarified that at that terrible interview he did with the NABG. What is it, NABJ, whatever? Those 3 black men up there that just honestly made a fool of themselves with him, which is crazy. I don't know how you make a fool of yourself with Trump. At all people, outrageous. I mean, that's the easiest person to kind of get by on, but it was a terrible setup. If y'all want me to talk about that, I might talk about my next live, maybe. But if y'all want me to talk about it, let me know in the comments. But yeah, he clarified in that interview that what he meant by black jobs is a black job is any job. Hello, a black job is an American job, baby. You know what they like. Why do we sit up here acting like you don't know what he mean when he says that they were? I mean, come on, did we forget? I forgot just not too long ago. I'm not gonna say not too long. I believe this may have been like last year sometime, but I remember I had covered a story where I believe it was out here in DC, if I'm not mistaken, there was literally like a bunch of Black American, I want to say Black American men specifically, who was going to a construction site and exposing the fact that there were so many construction workers there that were illegals. All of these people, and that's because they like to hire, a lot of businesses like to hire illegals because they can pay them less under the table, all right, because they're not legal citizens, so they're not really can't, you know what I'm saying, get an actual job, so they pay them under the table and they're able to pay them less. But a lot of these Black men was like, bruh, like, we are hardworking men, we need jobs, y'all need to get the hell up out of here because we need these jobs. So again, Black jobs, that is Black jobs right there. So when we talking about Black jobs, when we talking about the Black economy, when we talking about the Black vote, like she said, we can keep it black up until he say Black jobs. I was not offended. I was like, yeah, that's a fact. They are out here trying to take our job. We need to handle that situation. That ain't it.
Oh, but wait, because if you're wondering what a Black job is, please, I encourage you all to drive through Atlanta at all these beautiful Black-owned businesses and check and see who works there. Probably a Black person working for a Black entrepreneur, recycling the Black dollar, creating Black generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
If they come here illegally and they're taking your jobs and your resources, then please believe my cousins in the Appalachians, they coming for you too. And y'all know Kamala Harris has yet to say Laken Riley's name. As borders are, she opened.
Who is Laken Riley? Is that one person? Lake and Riley or Laken Riley? Who is that? I don't know.
The border to millions of illegal immigrants that have flooded American streets with deadly drugs and gangs that have spiked overdoses by over 124% and brought more crime into minority communities. So how's that for Black folks? But let's take race out of it. Just as a woman, period. How can you be a champion for women's rights when you're taking away opportunities from biological women and giving them to transgendered ones?
Oh, look, now the people on the left, some of these Democratic shills, some of these celebrities, there's fighting for their life, trying to convince us that Kamala is Black and that's who we need to vote for. They don't want to talk about that. Oh, they don't want to touch that because that's a very real situation. That's a very real agenda that the people on the left have. Is this whole men can be women and children should be able to choose their gender and that. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. How they don't even want to define what an actual woman is. They don't want to talk about that. Trump will tell you, at least Trump will tell you what a woman is. At least he can tell you that. If he don't tell you, at least he can tell you that. What the fuck is this in the background? My bad. I don't know how long I was playing. I didn't see. But at the very least, at least Trump can tell you that. Kamala, on the other hand, I would love to see somebody go up and ask her a couple questions about how she feels about the LGBT agenda, the depopulation agenda, aka, and see what she defines as a woman. See if she feels like, because she's so old, she's old so for reproductive rights for women, right? So they're trying to take your right to abort away, and all of this is so important. Who do you think actually is a woman and who isn't? Because the side that you're on says that anybody could be anybody, and love is love, and we're free, and a man could just jump up and go beat a woman's ass in a competition, and she taps out within 45 seconds. That's just perfectly fine. I'm just saying.
I'll wait, y'all, because I wasn't done. See, how can you promote equity for women and you're allowing men to play in women's sports? And what kind of feminist would still allow men to enter their sacred spaces, i.e. our bathrooms and school locker rooms? Do I even need to mention the opening ceremony at the Olympics?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, I forgot. I didn't forget, but I'm glad she brought that up. I'm glad she brought that up. That's a fact. It's a part of the agenda.
Or the fact that Angela Carini was forced to fight a man and told us that she's never been punched so hard in her life. We cannot allow dangerous liberals who think things like this are okay into the White House, because my daughter will not be fighting a man at her wrestling match. And what I think both men and women can agree on is that national security is important. So who would y'all rather see lead us into war if it were so to happen? My silk press sister Kamala or the big dog Donald Trump?
Silk press sister ain't it. I wouldn't even call her a silk press sister. I feel like that's a little too close to black. She ain't get no goddamn silk presses. Okay, she ain't get no blowout. She out here using. I forgot. Didn't Kiki Palmer ask her if she get a silk press or something like that? And she was like, she low key fumbled. I don't really think she understood what a silk press is. She was like, "Oh no, I don't use a curling iron. I use a blow dryer." It's like, girl, do you know what a silk press is? You don't need no fucking curling iron for a silk press. You use a flat iron. So you need a plastic wrap. You need a what is it called? The little joint, the blow dryer joint that go over your head. Baby, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She ain't no damn black woman.
And lastly, I could not get up here without mentioning my farmers, the backbone of this country. And aside from the Biden-Harris administration hurting you guys in ways we can't even comprehend by the rising cost of everything, Black farmers suffered even more due to the delays associated with the Inflation Reduction Act signed in 2022. Now, don't let the Biden-Harris administration fool you, because they waited until the 9th hour to sign off on disbursements as a last-minute attempt to garner support. But why would they hurt the agricultural industry? Probably because they're looking forward to making more money in the pharmaceutical one. And speaking of pharmaceuticals, because I promise I'm gonna wrap this up, when they bring up abortion and they talk about protecting your medical freedoms, don't be afraid to mention COVID. The Biden-Harris administration forced Americans to take an experimental vaccine and took away their jobs, their livelihoods, and their freedoms if they refused. Trump gave us a choice and Biden gave us a mandate.
Nah, for real. And you know what? They doubling back. It's a lot. It's a whole lot of reneging right now. It's a whole lot of splaining right now, because all of the conspiracy theorists, all of the misinformation people, they labeled, amount of censorship alone that came with the Biden administration. I mean, just think about just 2 years ago. I mean, I literally, matter of fact, that's how I got my first strike on my channel, was because I did an interview with Dr. Christina Parks, and she was up there saying that real. I had to put the interview on Rumble, as a matter of fact. It's up on Rumble to be able to see it. And I think it's on Patreon. I think I was able to put it on Patreon, if I'm not mistaken. But I feel like it's on Rumble too, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all go check. But that was when I got my first strike, because she was up there speaking facts about what that jab was, because she was saying how it wasn't really a back. I don't know how much they censoring right now, so I ain't even trying to deal with that. But she was saying how the differences between regular vaccine and this, how this is not your regular. This spike protein, baby, this ain't the same. This is literally changing your damn DNA. But the propaganda from the left, all of this, oh, you needed to protect yourself. Oh, you have to stay 6 feet. Oh, you need the jab. If you're not out, then you should be in the home. You're risking the lives of your parents and your children if you don't get the jab. And now all these people got the jab, and now you got cancers going up. Now you got people dying. Now you got et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When they knew from the jump what it was. They knew what the side effects were going to be. They knew what that jab was going to do to our bodies and how it would alter us. But they still mandated it. Yeah, that was your boy Biden. Yeah.
Hey, y'all, because I'm about to kill him with this one. So the next time the left wants to tell you that, hey, abortion is a right and you need to protect your medical freedoms, remember that they took those freedoms away from men and women the second they got in office, and there's nothing stopping them from doing it again.
Now clock that. Now clock that T, because everybody, all of these people on the left is saying, oh my gosh, Project 2025, yo, they're going to take our rights away. They're trying to take your rights away. Well, what the hell did y'all do? What the hell was y'all doing? When y'all said you can't travel without the jab, you can't get certain jobs without the jab, you got to lose your job if you get the people have literally lost their jobs because the jab was mandatory. But we supposed to be like, oh, shaking in my boots because of 2025. They're taking our rights away. Really? Interesting. Very interesting.
Clock it. So lastly, again, I'm going to encourage you all to vote based on the facts and not feelings. Oh, he made me feel so bad when he said that. Okay, but they hurt your families when they sent all your tax dollars overseas. Oh, it hurts my feelings when he acts like that. Okay, but it hurts all of us when you see an administration failing their country that they were elected to represent. In which case, I'm going to leave y'all with, hey, mama, daddy, I made it.
So yeah, that wasn't terrible. Y'all know I'm not for the, promotion of either side. I think this is two sides of white supremacy, Trump and Biden. I mean, Kamala, all the same thing to me. I'm for resources. I'm for reparations. That's what I'm for. I'm for for whatever is going to get us to that point. Do I think either one of these options are going to get us to that point? Probably not. To be honest, probably not. Definitely not. 100%. She made that clear. But Trump, you already had your transit. You didn't do anything for reparations. So I mean, that could have been one of the first things you did. Damn the damn plan. You could have initiated our reparations. You didn't do that. That was a choice you had, and you didn't do it. Now you're going to. I'm supposed to get my hopes up for you to do it in the next 4 years. I'm good. And so although I do like some of her points made, I will say I'm not for, I feel like this is still kind of like a puppet thing, just like how they had Amber Rose come up, just like how they got Candace Owens, even on the left side, just like how they got Megan Thee Stallion over there, or Quavo. Like they use black people to garner other black people and black votes. Ultimately, they're just trying to garner black support with black faces and not actually do anything for us. So I'm not really with that. I do think ultimately that's what this was. Hopefully the sister, kind of realizes that in what way she's being used, and hopefully she's not being used for too long. But Trump did say in another part of the speech, I think at the end, I guess it's the clip I seen was right here at the end when Trump comes up, but he says like, yeah, I'll do anything I can for you to help you out. And she get up there and kind of shout out her podcast and all this other stuff. But it's like, yeah, of course he's going to do anything to help you out because you're doing everything you can to help him out. She even literally says like, y'all, if y'all need anybody to help gather some to gather voters, I'm connected to HBCUs and this, that, and the other. It's like, girl, that's not what you should be using your voice for. You should be using your voice for, like you said, you should vote off facts, not feelings, And at the end of the day, both sides got facts that are anti-black. All right. So I don't think standing firmly with either side is the right place to go, whether it's liberal or conservatives. Or right wing or left wing, however you want to put it. I don't think standing for either is necessarily a good look for FBAs in general, black people, or for yourself as a black woman. I'm just saying. But shout out to the sister. I think she did make some good points. At least she exposed Kamala, because I ain't rocking with her, and it's a lot of black people. They got way too many. They got way too many black women up here acting like that we are advocating for. I mean, it's egregious. They're trying to get it to a point where they just assume when you see a black woman, they're going to vote for Kamala because she's a black woman and black women are supporting Kamala. And that is not the case. That is just what the mainstream media is pushing. That's why they got all these black women in your face, and they don't have nearly as black men because black men is not rocking with Kamala. That's a little more blatant. All right. And even the ones they do have up there voting, kind of advocating or, trying to reprimand other black men for not supporting Kamala, it's like, yeah, you can kind of, they don't seem, they ain't, I'm just saying it's a little bit harder for the men to come off as genuine because we still want that masculine representation, and that's just not what we be getting when you see these Negroes get up here and really be fighting for Kamala. It's like, just peep the Negroes that are advocating for Kamala, and you'll kind of see what I mean. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. What did you think of the sister's speech? What do you think? Do you think this was just another move from the right trying to gather black votes by using a black face? What do you think? Leave your thoughts below, baby. Other than that, that's all I got. All right, y'all. Peace.
We do not play by our green.